Hello and welcome to Hush TV. My name is Ian James, and today we are at Camden Town in Koko, where Bowling for Soup, Mr. Jaret himself, is here. 18 years, 11 albums later, you guys are still doing it. You're on the road, and how's it going?
Still doing our thing. Everything's going good. Still having a good time.
Yeah.
And people still show up to see us, which is kind of important.
Kind of?
In the live music business.
Okay.
You want people to come to your shows.
That makes sense. Can I just say, I've always wanted to congratulate you on an incredible George Michael impersonation in your video for 1985.
Thank you very much. Those were very uncomfortable boots.
Really?
So I do appreciate you.
You're not used to wearing the old Cuban heel?
No, and they were about 2 sizes too small as well. But I'm not complaining. I did do a nice rump shake.
Okay. Yeah. No, you did a good one, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
With your latest album, Fishin' for Woos, did you guys pretty much pick up where you left off with the whole Bowling for Soup bonanza?
We actually reverted back a little bit. We sort of reeled in, did less studio polishing and trinkets and ear candy and things like that, and tried to keep it more just guitar, bass, and drums and vocals. It's a little bit less polished than, say, like Sorry for Partying was before.
Okay, that's good. Was it a change of producer or?
No, it was still
you guys
still myself and Linus of Hollywood. But honestly, one of the reasons was just time. We had like a 3-week window to get in there and record the album before we had to hit the road again.
Cool. And has Megan Fox ever responded to Dear Megan Fox?
No, she hasn't. I wish she would, though.
Yeah.
It would be nice for her to know that the song of her namesake.
Well, Megan Fox, if you're watching, perhaps you could respond. Do him a favor.
Of course you're watching, Megan Fox.
What's it like playing with bands that definitely listened to your music while they were growing up?
That's a good question. It's fun and cool. I don't know what the word I would say it is.
Do you feel a sense of responsibility?
I don't feel responsibility, but it is nice to know that you inspired, or at least helped to inspire a generation of kids. There's a band that grew up coming to our shows called Forever the Sickest Kids, and then we were actually able to bring these guys out on the road with us over here a couple years ago. And it's always nice to know that you've influenced somebody and that they're taking it to the next level, so to speak. Yeah.
You claim that you've never really expected to last as long as you guys have. What's the Bowling for Soup secret ingredient that keeps you so excited and you have so much vitality all the time? Like, what
yeah, two things really is just that it's still fun, so we still enjoy what we're doing, and we still get along. We're still best friends, so. The 4 of us in a room is just like it was 18 years ago. It's just, we move around a little slower. We've definitely toured with bands that can't stand each other and they're just miserable, but and it's an interesting dynamic for you to be in your dressing room and not even be able to speak to one another and then go out on stage and seem like you're a unit.
Highlights from previous UK tours.
Selling out Brixton Academy was amazing. Our very first trip over was Reading and Leeds Festival in 2000.
It's a big first time.
That's a big, yeah. It was a pretty amazing, first trip over, and seeing our album on an end cap at the Virgin Megastore back in the day, and when people still bought CDs.
Those old times.
Remember those? Remember the back in the day?
Remember them well. Stacks of them in my attic now.
Yeah.
What's your favorite city in the UK?
Favorite place to play is Manchester. Favorite city in general, probably Nottingham.
It's historic.
It is. It's fun. It's a fun place.
And you got tattoos recently, didn't you, while you were on this tour?
I did. I got a tattoo on the bus in Manchester. We have a guy, his name's Darren Hubbard, Darren Tattoo on Twitter. He comes out every year, or every tour actually, so twice a year, and hangs for a couple of days and does tattoos. The most surprised I ever was at somebody being in our show was JJ French from Twisted Sister. Showed up at our Irving Plaza show. He was there with his daughter and just having the time of his life, just smiling and whatever. And then he came backstage afterwards and was just like, "I freaking love you guys." And it was like, remember when you were in Twisted Sister? This is freaking crazy. But that was pretty random.
Is there some sort of bromance going on between you and Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray?
It's been an ongoing sort of bromance thing, but no, I had a little bit to drink the other night and had some fun on Twitter with him. But he's a new dad,
So you're passing on your acumen, your wisdom.
That's right. I did give him some advice. Take frequent naps, and don't give them booze until they're old enough.
In what country? The States or here?
Yeah, and here that doesn't count.
Yeah. 16, you're okay, technically.
Totally. Well, they start right out of the womb.
You do a lot of side projects, I know. You lend your vocal talents to a particular cartoon called, what is it, Phineas and Ferb?
That's
which is
correct.
a massive cartoon.
Yep.
Have you ever thought about doing more voiceover work?
Yes, and I'm aggressively going down that road as we speak. I just enjoy it more than anything. You know, the whole Phineas and Ferb thing has been just such a blessing. It's been a lot of fun. So yeah, and they continue to write me in all the time. So
sweet.
You know, I'm really enjoying being a part of that whole thing.
Cool. And we'd like you to indulge us a bit. We've got a game for you called True or Truth or Fool's Gold. True or Fool's Gold, whichever one. Which of these occurrences are true and which of them are pure Fool's Gold fodder? Okay. So, in 1970, John Lennon and Yoko Ono issued a statement to the press that they were having dual sex change operations.
That is false.
It's actually true.
Damn it.
They did issue a press statement, but it was for April Fool's Day, so it was a practical joke. Second one, 2 years ago, Neil Diamond was nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's true.
It's Fool's Gold,
Damn
actually.
it.
He tweeted on the 1st of April, 2010 at 6:51 p.m. Wow, just heard I finally got nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So, Neil, you cheeky bugger. In 1969, Brian Wilson opened a vitamin, as you might say, health food store called the Radiant Radish.
I'm going to go true.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, it is true.
Yes.
So, nice work. Apparently, he just opened it up whenever he wanted, and sometimes he'd open it at night and just turn up with his pajamas. The Aerosmith song "Dude Looks Like a Lady" is about Motley Crue singer Vince Neil.
I should actually know that. I don't think that's true.
Okay, it's actually unknown. So, Nikki Sixx claims it is, but
Gotcha.
I don't think they want to offend each other by saying it, whether it is or isn't. And Sid Vicious ashes are apparently scattered all over Heathrow Airport because his mother knocked them over in the airport arrival lounge.
I actually heard that before, I think. I'm going to go true.
Okay. Malcolm McLaren says it is true, but I reckon it's fool's gold.
Yeah.
So we don't actually know. So
Unconfirmed.
yeah, to be continued. So thank you very much, Jaret, for talking to Hush TV.
Thank you.
And have a great final show, and hopefully we'll catch you when you come back to the UK with your
hope
actual
so.
band.
I hope
as
so.
opposed to the two of you guys.
We'll be back in October.